This Fractal rig is built around the launch of the new Celsius all-in-one cooler. Fractal has been a big deal in the European market for a while now, and while their minimalistic cases are popular in the States, this is their first cooler to arrive here. And spoiler alert, the Celsius S24 is awesome. Fractal looked at the landscape and decided to put a serious focus on quality and performance over bling. The pump is a variable speed model, so it only ramps up if it's needed, which means it's super quiet and efficient. The Celsius 240 lands at $109 MSRP, while the 360 model is $119. Also, keen observers will notice a single cable going from the pump to the motherboard, unlike some other units that have 2 or 3 cables. Not only does this look clean, but it's actually interesting tech. Of course, since there is no RGB LED light show, there's no need for a cable to connect the USB headers. It's one of those "why didn't anyone do this before" moments. The fans run through an integrated hub on the radiator. Interestingly, the variable controls can be switched between auto and PWM mode. PWM lets you control the whole cooler through the motherboard software. In a 10-minute stress test, the Celsius hit 50 degrees in auto mode and 48 degrees in PWM mode. Average temps for both were 26 degrees. For comparison, the EK Predator 240, which retails for $240, hit 45 degrees. These tests were on our open test bench, not inside a case. We also found the PWM mode hunted a bit, audibly ramping up and down, while auto was smoother and quieter. The Fractal cooler also has threaded fittings for future open loop builds. We wanted to swap in some clear tubing and fancy fluid, but didn't have time. Maybe in the future. For the rest of the build, Fractal supplied a 750 watt cooler and their Define C case. If you haven't used the Define C, it's basically a mid-tower with the drive cages removed. And, like the cooler, the Define C gave us another "damn, this just makes sense" moment. We really love the Define C case. The design is kinda perfect for the vast majority of builds, and it's one of our new top recommended cases. For components, we went with an Intel i7-7700k CPU, 32GB of G.Skill Trident RGB RAM, Aorus Gaming 7 motherboard, a beastly Aorus GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, and an Intel 750 NVMe SSD. The Aorus 1080 Ti, while not the longest card on the market, is just too long to allow the radiator to mount on the front. So we put the radiator on the roof blowing up, something to keep in mind. We didn't get a chance to try other fan placements to get more of that positive airflow, but the Define C case is loaded with dust filters and excellent quality with tight tolerances, so definitely play around to get the best temps. As for downsides of this system, there really aren't many. We wish Aorus would include a kickstand with their monstrous cards to prevent the sag. Sure, some cases have GPU stands, but cards these days are insane, so why not include a little matching prop? Also, we'd love to see the case with tempered glass, and maybe even fancier quality like solid metal front and fancy mesh grills. Otherwise, the Fractal build is seriously top-notch, and we expect the Fractal Celsius cooler to become a new top choice. Check it out on Newegg, and subscribe for more build videos than you can handle.